Good morning, this is James Reeves. April 21st, 2016. I just want to comment on something today that I just woke up not too long ago, 6:37 a.m. Indiana time, and I, I think we're still in shock after what we just read that Chyna had passed away at the age of 45 years old or 45 years young, and how you look at things. Um, uh, this past couple of weeks in the wrestling business has been kind of hard for a lot of people because of the three people that have just recently passed away or moved on to be with our creator. Balls Mahoney, Christain Abel, and now Chyna, Jonah Laurie. Um, to the three people that I just mentioned are great people in our in the business that have done some good things. Christain Abel, I wrote something on Facebook. I've met a couple times. One in IWMA Mid South when I was just before I started training. I met him in Plainfield in the show, and then when I was training back in 2010, the crew I was with, we went out to Dan Severin's Price of Glory out in Michigan, and I met him out there. He's a wonderful person. He's a talented individual. Had a lot of upside, a lot of just he had it from what people that I've known that talked to me, and he could have gone to the WWE. He was in Ring of Honor in the House of Truth days in the past. Just a tremendous individual, and it's just sad that he passed on at a young age. Now, Boss Mahoney, who just recently passed. Excuse me, sorry. For the I've never met Boss Mahoney, but as a fan of ECW, very like a lot of people say, he was very underrated. Just a tremendous athlete for what his size. Just the agility. If you haven't seen a Balls Mahoney match, go on YouTube, type in Balls Mahoney versus RVD, and you'll be surprised how he just blows people away with his work. And Balls Mahoney versus Masato Tanaka, his tag team work with Axel Rotten as the in ECW and with Masato Tanaka later on is just tremendous. And he, from what people have said outside of the business, outside of wrestling, he was just a sweetheart of a man. Is going to be tremendously missed, and I can't say enough about Balls Mahoney. It's just like Tommy Dreamer said at the House of Hardcore that it sucks that we had to do this when someone close to us dies, and we have to do a 10-bell salute because it pains us, because we wish that the person was still here and we can celebrate life with him. Instead, they celebrated life with a 10-bell instead of the 10-bell, but they did the intro for Balls Mahoney, who got big balls. So it was cool in the ECW arena. So, and then now what the latest in Chyna, Jonah Laurie, never met her back in the Attitude days when we were still wrestling fans. We just watched this big, huge woman come in and do just so much great stuff in the ring, and she was very talented. And you cannot say enough about that. She was part of the women's division later on that helped pave the way for a lot of women as well. She also went to TNA for a little bit. Just recently came back on the scene just for NWA shows. Uh, just last year, I believe. I know I had a friend went to one of the shows out here in uh, around the west side of Indianapolis. She did a meet and greet for NWA CCW and NWA Supreme down in lower Indiana, around the Kentuckiana area. Um, uh, Jesus, this is hard. To be quite honest, I've had a lot of time to think about this. With my post on Facebook under my James Reeves account. For those who don't know me, I was a professional wrestler who was trained by Billy Rock out in Lafayette, Indiana, in 2010. Had my first match in March of 2011 against Jeremy Hadley, but that's not the point here. The point is that uh, we it gets harder and harder to read something about someone that either touched us in a certain way, like in the ring, the way they conducted themselves, or like outside the ring, that they were a great person or they do good stuff to the for the public, and but we don't know like the personal lives because it's always like we wanted to keep it closed from the public. We want to kayfabe everything, and I believe kayfabe has kind of died tremendously because of the internet, social media, and just everyone wants to get in the business and think that they're uh, in, and they want to be part of something, and they want to spread, just break a cardinal rule, and they just want to be famous. I guess I don't know. Uh, we can knock people for what they have done in their lives, but I don't think that's a great idea, a great example for anything. I think we've done that enough, and we have to look at ourselves, and we cannot judge any other people. That's only for God, that He can judge us, but He doesn't, because He died for our sins. And I can say a lot because I've done. I mean, I'm not perfect. I've done my share of evil deeds in my life, and I got enough skeletons in my closet to go around. I could probably make a weekly series about that. I mean, that's a shoot. We have to celebrate life for what it is, and we have to just take time and like if we can just take that moment and go to people that we see that are having problems. Let's say they're having problems with a drug addiction or alcohol or depression or just anything in general. We have to be that olive branch and say, "Hey, you okay?" Like, put a hand around their shoulder and just say, "Hey, if you need to talk to someone, I'm here." And it sickens me. Now I can't say it sickens me, but it bothers me now that here in 2016 we've lost a lot of people, and it's still early on. And we're in April. We're almost the end of April, and I don't know what to really say about that. And I hope that people take a look at this or not and just say, "Hey, we have to change ourselves. We have to make sure that we live life a lot better than we left it, that we made it out to be, and not criticize people anymore for their personal choices, but to help them out and get them back on the right track." Um, and I know that I'm speaking for my behalf, but I'm hoping that we seriously take a look and say, what the hell are we doing in life? You know, I got a wrestling in 2013, and I'm doing great. I've I'm in college. There's something that I've never thought I would ever do in life, uh, because I've been told all my life that I've had just a negative upbringing. Sometimes I was ADHD, ADD. I've taken all the Ritalin when I was little, up for 10 years, and whoever knew that, it just wasn't. I mean, if we would have known what was going on back then that we do now, it would have been a totally different scenario. But that's besides the point. We all get depressed. We all get our feelings hurt. We feel something, and it's just that it's sad that people want to knock us down and keep us down. So I think for all the wrestlers, men, women, good brothers, good sisters, brothers, sister in the business, we have to be the better person and take it one step at a time and just look at what we have done and see the bigger picture. We are affecting people's lives because they choose to watch us vicariously, either through Monday Night Raw, through SmackDown, through the independent scenes, through VOD, videos on demand. Now it's just a crazy time, and then it's just like we have this multimedia, social media outlet now that we can reach fans and talk to them, and that's a great thing. It's just like we are more approachable to the fans now than we've ever been, and they look at us now through our eyes or their eyes and say, oh, I can do this. I can be a professional wrestler. It gets me through my day because I'm depressed, or I'm having problems. I'm getting bullied, or, oh, I see this match on YouTube and it's like, oh, this guy, I just get it. I get what he's doing. He's a tremendous person, and it's just like, that's what I want to be. And that's an awesome feeling to know that we have that power to help change someone's life. I keep on saying, no, I know my trainer's going to watch this and say, you need to talk better. I just want to end this by saying we shouldn't be sad at all about the recent losses. Yeah, for a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not here to be criticizing or anything. That we don't need to be sad about the people that we just lost, but we have to celebrate their lives, their lives, and make our lives better, because they passed on tragically, and they don't want that for us. They want us to be happy to live our lives and just make the most of our lives and be better. So that's it. 6:51. I just wanted to comment on that, on the recent passing of Chyna, Christain Abel, and Mahoney. To a lot of people, I know I put that on Facebook, but I just wanted to do a video real quick. And yes, I'm hairy as hell. So yeah, I'm thinking I might do this now more because I just recently got a laptop. Which is kind of funny. It's a different story because I was supposed to get a different type of processor for this laptop I have right now, and Dell messed that up. And as a consumer, I should have taken a better look at the product, but it looks pretty cool. And I've never had a laptop. I never owned a laptop, so this is pretty cool. I mean, I have a desktop. I use desktops and tablets and all that, and I'm in college to get myself associates for AIT with a background in information technology systems, because I work for a company that has that has growth, and I can do that. But that's beside the point. I have a Facebook, James Horrell. You can get at, you can talk to me there. I got my James Reeves page. Take a look at that. I got some photos up there. I got some videos. I'm actually just collected most of my videos, and to be quite honest, I'm still trying to find them all. I'm gonna try to burn them and just make a DVD. It's not. I wasn't really in the business for that long, but I wasn't. Was I good? No. Was I great? No. I was just in between. I loved the business, and just certain things happened, and just I quit. Can I still do that? Yeah, I mean, I could still do it. I mean, I'm not totally out of shape, but I mean, hell, I mean, do I want to? I mean, that's a different story. I'm gonna do another post sometime, just to do a blog, but I don't know if I'm gonna put this on Facebook or put this on social media or what, but it'd be cool if I get comments, concerns, or whatever about. Just talk about how those three individuals made your life different, or whatever, you know. So I believe that is it. We'll do another one sometime, hopefully soon. Hopefully, if I want to. If not, this is the only one. So I hope you guys have the rest. Your day goes well, and just remember that we have one life to live, and we have to make the most out of that. Let's not be bitter. Let's not be angry at the world, because, or not angry at ourselves. We can only do what we can do, and just hope that we can make someone's life different. So, Ruthless James Reeves here. I'm signing out. Have a great day, and I will see you later.